Okay, we're going to move over now to the state of New York, and we're going to talk to Jeff. Hi, Jeff. How may we help you today?
Yeah, hello, Joe. Hi. My situation is I left home this past month. I left my wife and teenage sons and moved with my girlfriend who's divorced. She has, I've been in a relationship on and off with her for about, I'd say 15, 16 months. She was a co-worker. I had a job transfer. We got away from each other. We've broken up and then gotten back together and carried on the affair. Last month, I just said, hey, I can't deal with this. I got to be with her. And I packed my stuff and left. I came to realize that, the grass isn't always greener. She has two young children under 10 that are there part-time. And I'm about 8-9 years older than her. And I'm like, I don't want to do the kid thing again, and I didn't want to be a stepdad. Also, the back and forth between seeing my kids and my wife, trying to balance visitation here and there, just was tearing me up. So this is day one. I went to work. I left work, packed my stuff, left her apartment, and I moved back in. Got my stuff back in the house. My wife has been very supportive. To my shock, she hasn't kicked me to the curb. So my main challenge now is, I did this hours ago. Now I'm trying to figure out how do I not fall back into the old patterns of trying to get back in touch with a woman who I do love. I've convinced myself I love her dearly, and I've heard her now. I got a text from her like, why did you do this? I love you. Let's, come back to me. You can't live without me, the whole deal. So what are some strategies to kind of help me stay the course here?
First of all, let me tell you, Jeff, I admire your strength, young man. The fact that you would make that decision and that you would act on it says a whole lot about who you are inside. Do you love your children, I assume?
I do. Yeah, and I miss them. I have 16-year-old twins, and I know the clock's ticking. They're going to be out of the house. Pretty, in a couple of years, at the blink of the eye, and I'm ashamed of myself.
I know exactly how that feels, young man. I have been right where you are. I have done all those things. Been a few years, but I've done all those things. And so your wife, very shortly, because I'm going to give you suggestions here, but tell me why she took you back.
Yeah. I don't know. She says she loves me. I sure as heck don't deserve it. I've done awful things the last 14 months.
Yeah.
I know if the tables were turned, I know if it was her doing it to me, I would have left a long time ago or kicked her out. But
so she really does love you, man.
She's put up with me.
She really does love you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I guess so.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
See, there's only two reasons that
I
people
feel like I don't deserve it.
Well, I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to make you a hero except me. I'm going to say what you did was crappy, my friend, but you've already said that and you know that. But I did the same thing. And so, we're blood brothers on this, okay? I did that same thing to my wife back years ago. And we both know that what we did was crappy, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. But see, here's why I'm counting you a hero now. It's because you've gotten a backbone. You've got enough love for your kids. You've got enough sense of I want to do what's the right thing here. That's what you're doing. Okay, and I admire that. That's really good. Are you going to have vacillation periods where you might think, oh my goodness, am I being drawn back to her? Yes, you are. Because what you feel for her is extremely powerful. I know that. I've had it. I've been there. And at times you're going to think, maybe I just need to check on her and see how she is. Particularly because apparently she's a little younger since her kids are younger. You're going to be thinking, well, maybe I owe her that I need to check on her or do this for her or do that for her. But let me tell you how this works, buddy.
Yeah.
Because of the fact, Jeff, that you do care about this woman, you do feel love for this woman, you don't want to hurt her anymore. any future contact you have with her, whether it's responding to the text she sent today, whether it's calling to check on her next week, whether it's meeting her for coffee because she says, I just need to see you, even if it's just asking one of her friends how she's doing, knowing that her friend then may pass the word on to her that you asked. Any of those things, if you do them, when she responds to them, it's going to give her hope that you might come back. And because you've made up your mind that you're going to do what's right, you got these 16-year-olds, et cetera, I'm going to be the man to do the right thing, that man, and which, by the way, I admire like all get out. Then anytime you were to give her false hope, because that's really what it's going to be. If anytime that you respond to her, she's going to have a little surge of emotion like, oh my goodness, he's contacting me, he's interacting with me, he's responding to me, therefore, maybe, just maybe we can put this back together. Because you love her, please don't do that to her, because it's like slicing her with a little knife every time. Because, then you'll back off again, you'll do your best you can to be the good husband and father you're supposed to be. And then if later you wind up contacting her again, you're going to hurt her all over again. So because you do care about her, because you do feel this love for her, no matter how hard it is, you're going to need to build the strength into you to say, I care about her enough that I'm not going to put her through that torture, because that's what it's going to be. Now, that means no contact with her, not Facebook, not Twitter. It means that you block her cell phone number off your phone. I know that sounds harsh. It's all those kinds of things that you do. But if you're going to follow through with what you've decided, my friend, and not cause any more pain to anybody, to your kids, to your wife, to this other woman, and to you, if you're going to stop all this pain, it means you've got to make those decisions and stick with them. Do you have a good buddy or pal that is pro-marriage, pro you being back with your wife, that if you got this overwhelming urge to contact, you could call your buddy and go have coffee with him instead? Is there anybody like that in your world?
Yeah, there is. I mean, I got some friends I could call. I got a brother, he could help me.
Good.
Hey,
my brother was the best source of help for me, my younger brother, who is wiser than I am by far. So that's my two suggestions right off the bat, my friend. Number one is make that pact in your head, I'm not going to hurt anybody anymore. That means you can't contact her in any way. And make every way you can where it's impossible for her to contact you. Then number two, when you feel those urges, and you probably will, call your brother. I don't know if you guys have Waffle House up where you live, but find some kind of a place that stays open. You sit there, you drink coffee, you talk to each other, he talks you down. And with time, this will get better, okay? With time, it will get better.